Hey everybody, it's Greg. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back in Old World Blues. We're starting a new game, West Coast. And today we're going to be playing as the Enclave. I have the new Enclave Reborn mod as well, so we're going to be using them with their extended focus tree. So I'll have some fun along the way. We've got a few features that we'll have to kind of contend with, namely the NCR, but it ought to be a really fun game as we rebuild America. So you can see here that where we're beginning, currently we're next to New Reno, next to the NCR. We've got a bunch of opportunities around us, our neighbors everywhere, but it does not matter as they will all bend the knee to the Enclave. So our starting troops here, we have a number of troops, including several units of power armor users, as well as auxiliaries. So let's go ahead and add a general. And the field marshal. Excellent. And as the Enclave, you actually do start with some really excellent generals, so it certainly makes it great. Now these templates, they're fine for now. These are our auxiliaries here, but these templates are going to need some work later on. We'll want to try to add more power armor to modify our power armor users in particular. That's going to be the hammer to our anvil of this playthrough. So anyways, let's go ahead and get the research started. So nothing fancy. Industry, military tech, get it rolling. We need to get this economy sorted. As you can see, we don't really start with any factories as the Enclave, but we will be remedying that very soon. All right. You can see here our resources that we have. We have water, energy, scrap metal, composite materials, and additional components, and as well as circuitry. So those resources what we're going to need in abundance to build our equipment for the wasteland here. So you can see we really don't have many factories, but what we can do is we can update our infrastructure, try to pull in some more of those resources. Nothing fancy to get started here. Let's just go ahead and get started doing some laser rifle equipment here. Most of our troops are under-equipped. Let's get our focus tree going with We Remember Navarro. 7 days. All right, and we're rolling. So we have a number of things that we need to focus on as we go through this playthrough, namely the NCR, but more importantly, late game would be Caesar's Legion to the south, both of which are going to be thorns in our side for most of this playthrough. But you can see the map is quite extensive here, so we do have a lot of opportunities here, a lot of neighbors to expand into. All right, in the lair of the bear, time will come. So it starts a new mechanic for us to hide our activities from the NCR. So we have to spend political power in order to do that. So that mechanic will activate, I believe it's every 60 days. And every time we hit that button, the political power that we have to spend will increase. So it gets more and more expensive the longer you go. Last bastion of freedom. So we have a few choices here. When the rig was destroyed, the last hope of America laid at Navarro, and the Brotherhood of the NCR sought. All right, so what are we going to go with? Manpower, yeah, I think that's probably the right choice early on here. Old soldiers never die. All right, so we need to pick a president. Who are we going to go with? We're going to go with the reformist, Douglas Granite, or the purist, Franklin Anderson. Nah, I think we've got to go with the purist, honestly. I mean, it kind of fits with the Enclave playstyle, frankly. Come on, who doesn't want to be pure Enclave? All right, so now we have a president. So next in the focus tree is we need to decide, well, we're going to find out what our president's history is. It's going to unlock some new features for him. All right. Constant warfare in the wasteland continues. And so we're continuing to increase the buffs for our research slot. As the Enclave, you can get incredibly powerful with your research speed. It allows you to just roll right through the techs, and you can unlock a ton of research tabs as well. All right, so got a number of options here. You can spend political power on to boost your economy or increase military support, that sort of thing. So it gets a little overwhelming later on, I have to say. All right, as time goes on, glider tech is unlocked. We're going to have an awesome Air Force. That's going to be a key priority for the Enclave. I mean, it makes sense thematically, and we're going to dominate the wasteland with our Air Force. But until we can do that, we have to have balloons and gliders. All right, so there's a number of things we can spend our political power on. These pre-war designs are pretty helpful. And one in particular, the energy weapons design team, is pretty awesome. Negative 10% production cost for energy weapons. That's huge. Yeah, I think that's definitely worth our time. All right, our president. So Anderson's passed. So basically there's modifiers to add to him, so we can just choose what we want. So he's stare down rampaging Frank Horrigan. He's a scientist with some extra research speed gain or recovery speed for our army. I think we want to stack research speed, honestly, as the Enclave. That's what's going to really set us apart. Okay, so this gives us a free war goal. We can choose the Legion or the NCR. I think it makes most sense just from our history to choose the NCR. All right, and then we have another modifier here. So we can say, we can choose organizing the evacuation personally, saved lives, recruitable pop, which is always good, or we can do supply consumption, which is helpful too, certainly in the wasteland. But I think overall, since we have so few pop, we want to choose that. Manpower is always going to be a problem in this playthrough. All right, so next focus tree, we're going to choose purity. That was unlocked since we chose that president, Anderson. All right, yeah, continuous wars across the wasteland. You can see Caesar's Legion is really gaining territory quickly. All right, resistors. It just keeps stacking those traits. We're at 12% right now. Purity. So this is a mechanic from the mod here, the Lawless Wasteland. They kind of recommend actually turning it off. I would recommend that as well. Certainly make your playthrough a little bit more linear and a little bit easier, frankly. So let's go ahead and turn that off. All right, and then cornerstone of the Enclave. So the president gives a speech, and we can kind of decide on what that speech entails exactly. There's a couple modifiers in the bottom there. So the future belongs entirely to us. 200 political power or command power. I mean, absolutely. So political power is the way to go. All right, so we're looking at our first target here in the wasteland. So New Reno, south of us here, has existed for far too long. These usurpers to the United States, they think they can just stand behind their casinos. No, no, no. We are trying to unite this entire country back to its original form, and New Reno is in the way. So they're first on the chopping block. Now, we don't have many troops. We only have 8 divisions, but we do have some good power armor, and we do have vertibirds. Not a lot, but we do have a few, and all those together should make the difference. So you get some of these options that'll pop up typically. Effectively, you can have to choose if there's an officer that's gone to the other side. You have to spend political power, or there's an option with some organized crime later on. So it's just certain things that you have to take either a political hit for or a political power hit for. All right. We are so close here. Well, we want to make sure we have supply in the waste. So we do have the transports. But let's go ahead and get that war kicked off. We do have a free war goal. All right. New Reno is the first on the chopping block. Let's set everything to aggressive and go. All right, let's see if we can get around these guys. Gonna pin them in. Yeah, and try to take Nixon. So I'm basically just gonna head to the victory points and see if I can cap him as soon as possible. Head straight for New Reno. They have more troops, so I don't want to be stuck in a protracted war with them. Just try to get around them wherever you can. Pin them in, destroy the units. All right. Just about to take New Reno. All right. City's ours. Biggest little city in the world. Okay, stables, just working around them, continuing to grab those victory points. They don't have much left. This won't be long. The north is kind of stalled, but again, we only have a couple units up there. We did effectively cut them off, though, completely. I do like the little vertibird animation there. I think that's pretty cool. All right, we do have a few more factories. Let's get some power armor being made, as well as riot gear. You need riot gear for resistance control. And we will have a lot of resistance. We're going to be taking a lot of territory. All right, let's get this war done. Pin them in, pin them in. Take it, take the tile. Take it, Carson City, take it. It's yours! Take it! Okay. Excellent. Okay, perfect. Victory is ours. Take everything. Easy peasy. So now there's a new mechanic here, lawless wasteland. So you can set your occupation laws to a couple unique ones for this mod, where you can basically dismantle the economy and send it to the base, or you can, pillage for resources. All right, we will win. We're going to gain stability and political power here, and we also gain the American Army modifier. You're going to find when you play as the Enclave with the Reborn mod here, you get so many modifiers that stack and stack through this game that it's actually kind of insane. It's a little overpowered, frankly. But again, you'll see later on that we're going to need that anyway. Caesar's Legion is going to be kind of the end boss we'll have to contend with. All right, we're getting the Department of War. It'll allow us to start going down our military branches. Civilian unrest? I don't think so. Put them in our place. As would the Enclave. All right, scavengers are back with some booty. Excellent. Can always use it. All right. So just keep going down and choosing to hide your activities from the NCR whenever that pops up. Like I said, every time you click it, the political power is going to go up and up and up. Eventually, it's going to get too expensive to click, and you're going to be forced into a conflict with them. But you can hide for quite some time. We're going to have tanks. I think that makes sense from the standpoint, and I'm excited to see what the models look like. All right, Department of War is done. All right, we are at war. I love this art here. I love all this art that's been created for this mod. Okay. Well, no mutant will stand against us. All right, we're going to get organization, research speed, and the NCR has tanks now, apparently. World War II Sherman tanks, rather. Interesting. Well, that's okay. Now we're going to be clearing out the natives. We do have war goals against pretty much all our neighbors around us, and so I would be foolish not to use those. All right. So we do have a couple. We have Moduk up here. Now there is some army equipment up there that we definitely want to grab. So all the more reason to head up there and see if we can get that base. So they are guaranteed by the faction north of them, but that's fine. We'll be able to take them, no problem. And with our vertibird in the air, I don't think we'll have too many problems. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll have to choose another focus. Mariposa Expedition. Okay, push, push, push. We're pushing through, and done. Well, that was a quick war. We will definitely use that territory. And there's quite a few resources up north there, so we'll definitely be using those later on. Okay, the expedition's back. What do we find? Appears the military base. Alright, so we found some super mutants. What do we want to do with those? Yeah. Or do we want to kill them? I think we'll use them as labor. That seems like something the Enclave would do. And we found some FEV vials. Yeah, I don't want to take those negative hits there, so yeah, I think one vial will be just fine. Alright, Vault City, you are next on the chopping block. It's all for the greater good, man. Just submit. And we're cutting through them like a hot knife through butter. Vault City will be ours. Fall of Vault City. Easy peasy. And lemon squeezy. There we go. The Enclave grows bigger. So we're getting quite a few factories, which is great. Next up on the chopping block, these Vipers to south of us here, they need to fall. And again, we're pushing through them pretty darn quick here. It won't be long, and we'll have another province under our control. And they're gone. Nobody can stand up against the Enclave. Yakuza. You guys might have been powerful in your day, but your cyberpunk lifestyles won't keep you from defeat. Homecoming. Alright, so we're ransacking Vault Cities, so we can have a few things we can choose from here. We can confiscate weapons or their robots. We're going to choose their robots. And the Yakuza are gone. Another province gleefully joins the Americas. The United States of America. Alright, we've got a few options here. Again, just keep building up your economy, keep your research tech up to date, particularly your industry and your military, as you're going to be going to war regularly as the Enclave. And you are a small faction with a limited number of manpower, so you're going to need to keep up your medical research as well, like your stim packs. That way you can get the trickle-back effect for your army and keep them in some kind of fighting shape. And whenever possible, lean into your power armor research. Alright, we've got a few options here. Nothing really striking my fancy. We could always use more people. Go with grain. Okay, so again, we have to keep clicking the button to hide our activities from the NCR. The cost keeps going up and up and up. But that's okay. We are developing quickly. We're getting quite a few factories now, and our military is continuing to grow. So just keep building up the industry, keep those resources flowing, and we'll be in pretty good shape when we come knocking for the NCR. So, no, I think that should be easy enough. We're going to build some more military factories anyway, so we should be able to hit that modifier. Alright, so to save our future, we're going to start developing the FEV virus as well again. So obviously we're going to take a stability hit to that. People are leery. But we've got a cool option here, including poisoning the bear and increasing our research. But instead, yeah, let's go ahead and get some more power armor going here. Oh, it looks like somebody's upset that we've taken territory and requesting that this faction south of us here in TV Town is requesting that we give up territory that we just took from the Vipers. And if we don't, they will be attacking us. I don't think so. You're not going to push the Enclave around. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? All right. Just keep going down the focus tree. We purified the city. Next, the perfect human. Look at those modifiers. 15% org, 15% division damage. Heck yeah, we're going to have super soldiers, baby. All right. Rogue Rangers, you are not going to know what hit you. And it looks like they're still pushing for war. And, yep, they just attacked us. That's going to be the last war they've ever going to be waging on anyone. All right, push in aggressively. We got this. We're building a few more planes now, so we can add some more fighters to our repertoire. Not that there's many planes in the sky right now anyway. But we are carving through them easily. Our power armor is doing the Lord's work. And we are moving quickly to their capital. This war will be over very soon. And encirclement down. Just trying to get around their troops, encircle as much of their army as possible, and grab the victory points. And some more robots for the army. And they're done. Rogue Rangers are no more. We will gleefully take your resources. Thank you very much. Alright, what do we want? Yeah, I think more research speed next to research slot sounds fantastic. 10% boost to our research speed. Incredible. Alright, we just got unlocked ahead of time tech for energy weapons. That will be fantastic. We're going to dominate the tech of the wasteland. Nobody will be able to stand against the Enclave. Now, MacArthur has fallen up north to the Montana Brotherhood. They were an Enclave faction up there, so we do have survivors coming down to join us down here. And so we've gained 3 generals. So, excellent. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. The Den is attempting to raid us. So they think they can just walk into our territory and raid us, but that is not going to happen. And yeah, they can't even push in. Ridiculous. I don't know what you expected to get out of this, but you're not getting it, guys. All right. Cool, so just keeping up on our medical tech. Again, we have so few people. We want to minimize casualties as much as possible. And that border war will be over very soon. And just keep up on our infantry tech. Again, we're going to be going to war against a much bigger opponent, a much more powerful opponent here soon. Raid has been repelled. Next up on the chopping block is these little raccoon guys. It's yeah, Splanter. So they've been digging in our trash, and we're just not going to allow that. These trash pandas have overlived their time here, so we're going to push through. We do have heavy tonk now, lovely Sherman heavy tonk, and we're going to be pushing through and carving through them like a knife through butter. I'm surprised the raccoons are even tall enough to hold a rifle. And that war is done. All right. So again, just keep changing your occupied territory law depending on what you need. If you want to, purification or pacification rather of the territory, if you want resources, or if you want to dismantle the industry and ship it off to Sierra base. All right, Sierra Labs here. We've opened up the labs in our base, pre-war labs. So we got a few options here for bonuses. We can set it aside for additional projects or utilize it for current projects. So we can gain a research slot or gain research speed. We have a ton of research speed right now. I think I'll take the slot. We're going to have so much. We have so many research slots. It's incredible. Caesar may have a lot more troops than us, but we're going to have the most advanced troops in the entire wasteland. 120, 200 divisions. It's incredible. 200 divisions for the NCR. And here we are just with a few dozen, really. Okay, Elk Posse is next on the chopping block. In order we need to keep recruiting troops, including power armor and auxiliaries as well for not only this war, but against the NCR that it'll be coming up soon. All right, let's get this war kicked off here. Continuing to expand our territory, bringing all of the wasteland back into these United States. All right. And again, just keep spending points to hide yourself from the bear. All right. Elko Posse, I don't think you're long for this world. Yeah, they can't really stop us anyway. Battle Mountain indeed. And we have almost got them. Push, push, push. The Atlas project's complete. We're going to have excellent officers to lead the Enclave. America will have the best of the best. Let's move some of this Air Force here that's not doing anything. Actually start casting them to death. That would be good. 45 casts, damage 58. Yeah, those vertibirds are amazing. Yep, and that's all she wrote on Elko. All right, combat conditioning, keep stacking those modifiers. Okay. Well, they've held up a lot longer than I thought they would. All right, take all the territory. Bam. Done. All right, next up on the chopping block, the Protectron Security Hub. These robots to our east have, I don't know, they looked at me funny. Besides, we need some more robots, so let's take these guys out. Nothing like rogue AI. They can't stop the heavy tank. The army is standing up. A professional army, getting war support, or for bonuses to infantry weapons. I think that would be well spent. So, Protectron is done. Take the tiles. And just like that, the Enclave has grown larger. Yeah, just continue to change your laws depending on if you need resources. You'll need a lot of resources for a lot of things. I'm building a lot of stuff at the moment. All right. Get our line set up at the NCR. The time is almost right to come for the bear. They're still locked into a war with Caesar's Legion, and they are on the losing end of that. So this is a perfect time to strike out. All right, Army Air Corps is complete. More than just vertibirds. We will have a mighty Air Force. All right, let's get some of these templates updated here. Let's add some support companies here. Add some anti-air. I know the NCR has planes. Let's get some anti-air rockets on these guys. Caesar's Legion is just pouring across like crazy. Oh, and they've just taken Shady Sands. Fall of Shady Sands. The NCR is close to capitulation. I was hoping to get this war kicked off a little bit sooner, but that's okay. We're going to be poisoning the bear. We're going to be dropping FEV virus into the populace, causing all sorts of mayhem, really. Yeah, so, yeah, the plague here. Oh my goodness. Stability hit, division loss, population loss. That's crazy. All right, push. Aggressively. See if we can grab as much territory as we can before Caesar takes everything. Greedy boy. All right, those tanks are not seeing any resistance. They're just rolling across the border. Blitzkrieging the heck out of this place. All right, let's get some anti-NCR propaganda going here. Help us with our war support. Not that there is any issue with that. We're at 100. Push, push, push. Grab the victory points. Head towards Sacramento. NCR army has been destroyed. Well, I don't really think we did much of that, but yeah. They've taken huge casualties. And yeah, nothing like a little treachery in the ranks, hurting our stability. Alright. Okay, let's get this war complete. They don't have anything left in the tank after fighting Caesar for a few years. Yeah. Alright, push, push, push. Just keep up your industry tech. You're going to need it against Caesar and the rest of the fools in the wasteland here. Gator Ranch. I always wanted a gator. Alright, move to Sac City. Grab the city. Not really sure how victory points, or rather how supply depots work in this mod exactly compared to Vanilla Hoy, but if you guys know the answer to that, I can't quite get my head around it. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Oh, the NCR has just surrendered. And all that territory, unfortunately, has flopped to Caesar's Legion. It's okay. One of their puppet states south is taking territory back. Sac City, yep. Welcome back. It's going to be some manpower. It's worth it. All right. Some more manpower, taking the city. It's ours. All right, let's try to get these lines reorganized up. It's a mess here. All right. The She State is, I think, the last major in this war, so if we can take them out. So let's push down. They don't have anything left, really. Just surround and take their army. Yeah, push. Push, push, push. Down to the victory points. Ah, it looks so cool for power armor. Okay. Yeah, that war's complete. Unfortunately, Caesar has 2,300 war score. I don't know how much we're going to be able to take. Let's take the important stuff that's on our border, see if we can box him out. Well, you know, hey, that's about what we could take. That's fine for now. Yeah. Alright, I think that's a good place to leave it. We've defeated the mighty bear itself, the NCR. They are no more. We've gotten revenge for Navarro. Unfortunately, Caesar's Legion is on our borders and will be coming for us in the next 3 years. If you guys would be interested in continuing this playthrough and seeing what we can do to defend against Caesar and seeing what we can do to continue to build this United States out, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, this has been Greg the Gamer, and I really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you like this video, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. It certainly helps out the channel, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.